Thank you, Peggy, and thank you everyone for coming to this Zoom session here with us. My name is Evan. I'm the marketing specialist here at Arlon, and I'll be sharing some information regarding our newest product, which is called Omni Cast Wrap, which is our multi-surface, multi-purpose new cast wrap film. I'll be going over a few slides here that I have on my end, and we won't go over too many presentation slides because that's not exactly what you guys want to be here for. But what the main event is with Mervin, and he will be doing some demos with us and showing us how OmniCast Wrap works and how it functions. As our newest product here. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen briefly. And if you guys have any questions, Peggy, if we do have the chat function available to everybody, that would be great. But if we can open up for Q&A at any point, that would be lovely as well. So perfect. Alrighty, so Omni Cast Wrap. This is Arlon's newest film that we have just released last month, actually. And you're going to see some of the product benefits and features, and then competitively on the market where this film will land. So I'll go over a little bit of introduction of the product with some product features and benefits, a little bit of a competitor comparison there for you guys, and then we'll go to Mervin with the live product demo. So, what is Omni Cast Wrap? So, this is our newest addition to our line of premium films. So, if you guys have used Arlon before, anything like SLX, SLX Plus, 9700 or 6100 XLP, those are more of our premium vehicle wrap films that you might be familiar with. And then this is where Omni Cast Wrap actually also falls into place as well as one of our premium options for you guys as well. Except with Omnicast, we have it as our all-in-one solution. So it goes on walls. It can go on windows. It's approved for fleet and vehicle graphics as well, and it has a little bit higher of an initial tack. And one of the biggest benefits of that initial tack is that it gives it a really wide temperature application range, so all the way down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 90 degrees Fahrenheit for the application temperature range. It's compatible with all print platforms, so eco-solvent, solvent, UV, and latex. It has great conformability given that it is a cast film, and it has a repositionable adhesive as well. And we have it rated at an optimal initial tack. So if you guys are familiar with our films, it will land between the tack levels of SLX Plus and 6100 XLP. It has air-egress. Similar durability as well to our other premium cast films. It's got a fire cert, and then one of the biggest advantages as well is that all of our cast laminates are compatible with Omni Cast Wrap as well. So if you guys are already using any of the Arlon laminates that are cast laminates, those are all compatible with Omni Cast as well. So looking at specifically SLX Plus, so this is one of our most popular films. I'm sure many of you guys have used SLX Plus before for your vehicle wraps, and we see a lot of the really great benefits of SLX Plus with flight technology, with its repositionability, the easy liner released, quick wraps with one installer. Those are great benefits of SLX Plus, but what you also have with OmniCast Wrap now, where we've seen a lot of need in the market and from our customers, from you guys, is a product that needs to be multi-use. So SLX Plus is our single best cast wrap film for vehicle wrapping. Still, it's probably our quickest, best performing on a vehicle. But also, if you want to lower inventory in your shop, that's where OmniCast Wrap comes in, because you can still do those rivets, you can do those fleet graphics, you can do walls, you can do floors, you can do windows with all of one product with OmniCast Wrap. And then specifically with that higher initial tack, that allows you to have better cutting and weeding with the product there as well. So that's something that OmniCast Wrap excels at. So you can do graphics down to about 1 inch there, and that'll be a very good benefit of the product, where we have seen sometimes SLX Plus struggle with that lower initial tack there. So that versatility is really what we're leading with this OmniCast product. And then just looking at what we have on the market in general. So if you guys are familiar with any of these products that we see here, OmniCast Wrap will really compare and kind of manage and handle the same way as an IJ 180 with the 2 mil base film. And if you pair it with our 3220, that will be very similar with a 2 mil combination with the print media and the laminate. But with those products being a little bit multi-surface, this is where OmniCast Wrap will fit in the market. And then as you can see there, on the laminate call out there on the orange bar on the bottom, all of our cast over laminates are compatible with the base film of Omni Cast Wrap. So whether you are installing on a wall or on a vehicle, or anything else really in between, if you're cutting and weeding, that's where Omni Cast Wrap does an exceptional job of having that versatility. And if we did have a single wrap film that we needed to have, if you were on a desert island, that's what we've said to utilize Omni Cast Wrap for. And then that is everything I have for the slides there. Now let's get into more of the hands-on portion with Mervin. And I went ahead and pinned you, so I hope that we can see you there now, Mervin, and I'll hand it off to you.
Thank you, Evan. So can you spotlight me, please?
Yep, you're pinned right here, so you should be good. And Peggy, let me know if you don't see anything or if
Yeah,
anything seems off. Okay,
I
we're looking
saw
good,
you,
Mervin.
Merlin.
Perfect, Mervin. Good.
Well, that's not me. Can you guys see me
Mm,
well?
yeah, it's pinned on my screen. Unless, are you, Peggy? Can you pin him maybe for everybody? I'm not
There you
sure
go.
if. There we go. Nicely done.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Thanks, Peggy.
Okay, so thank you guys for joining today. So as Evan said, we're here just to talk about our new addition, which is Omni Cast Wrap. And of course, the first question always, why are we launching this product if we have SLX Plus, that I believe is the best wrapping product in the market? And the reason is simple, because Omni brings all the things that SLX Plus cannot do. Just, I hope you guys are familiar with SLX Plus, but just as information. So when we designed SLX Plus, we designed it just for vehicles. It is meant just to be used for one person on vehicles. That's why it has flight technology. That is why it has the tag level that it has, and that's good when you're doing a full wrap. So there are some limitations. There, of course, SLX Plus pays every time, and one of them is, I don't know, cotton weeding, for example, right? The tag level should be, it is fine for some applications, vehicles, but not tacky enough to be installed on walls, on floors, or windows. So that's why SLX Plus is specifically designed for vehicles. With that in mind, and I gotta clarify, the only reason I am testing Omni against SLX Plus is because we know that most of you know SLX Plus, most of you have used SLX Plus in the past, so we use it just as a reference. So let's start talking about line release. As you know, SLX Plus, the line release is kind of effortless, and that's good when you're doing an application by yourself. When you're doing the side of a vehicle alone, you should be able to remove the whole liner by yourself from one corner to the other without any issues. So first thing, line release. Really effortless, easy to pull off. Second feature of SLX Plus, the slidability. You can see I can be doing this all day long and nothing will happen. It will stick to that. And that's flight technology working out. As you know, flight technology means that right now there is only 20 to 25% of the adhesive touching the surface. So that's why it won't stick until you apply a screw pressure. And even after you apply a screw pressure, if you just pull it off, it come off easily. I don't think you were able to hear that, but again, it came off very easily just by applying pressure. So that's a good thing when you're doing a full wrap. Now, when you're doing a wall, you need that vibe from it. So you don't have that from SLX Plus. So let me try again. Again, it came off easily. Again. So I can do this over and over, and it won't bite as we should, or as we want in this case, because we're doing something different. But let's see what Omni can do. Again, you still have repositionability, you still have slidability, but again, it has the extra bite that you need. So you still can move it a little bit. Now, if I stop, it will grab. See? Now, you can move it, you can slide it. The difference is when you apply a squeeze pressure, you pull, you get that extra bite. So that's also an installer preference. Um, but as you can see, it is a good option for some people that like to glass it out fairly quickly. So as you can see, it bites a lot, and then you can just glass it out. It has air egress. I'm just gonna place it right there. You're gonna start applying squeeze pressure, and you can see how it start pulling out all the air. Now, why the tag level is a good thing about right now? I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this. So I have an alpha step right now. So you may need some time, or you may need to apply a lot of pressure to be able to use an alpha step. Sometimes, depending on weather or on climate in the building, you may need to put a little bit of heat, because remember, it has flight technology, so it takes time just to weed out the adhesive, which is what we need when we're doing a full wrap. This one, I just apply squeeze pressure just once, and then I can just use a knifeless. So it is knifeless friendly, you can see right here. And the tag level is what gives you this. So the other advantage of the tag level, of course, is cut and weeding. Again, flight technology, SLX Plus can do many things. Now, we know that when it comes to cut and weeding, it could do better. The thing is, we designed it that way. So it doesn't really, it's not very like a recommended for that application. So, and there's a reason why, because again, flight technology. So the adhesive is pretty much floating on top of the liner. So when you run it through the plotter and you use the nail just to cut the letters, it might lift up the vinyl, right? And the other problem with that is the tag level is so low that when you remove the transfer tape, sometimes the letters, small letters, comes with the transfer tape. So as you can see, this graphic right here, it is completely flat. And that's what you need. Is that what you need when you're shipping out graphics? When you're shipping out decals, you really need a tight liner. And just to be fair, we're just using just a regular medium tack transfer tape. And when I remove this, the letters just come out without any issues, right? Goes like this. You let it set up. And even if you need to slide this, you still can do it. You see? You apply squeeze pressure, just a regular pressure like you normally would, and then you just remove it. No heat, no extreme pressure, no nothing. So far we can do full wraps with it. We can do cut graphics. Let's see what else we can do with it. I have right here, I have a rivet panel. I hope you guys can see it. So a very important thing about rivets, or an issue that we always hear about, is about channel collapsing. So I'm gonna show you how Omni performs on this matter. Again, regular application, you set it up, you apply it, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a channel right here. So I start squeezing this away from the channel, of course. Remember, every time that you're squeezing down, every time that you squeeze, you're creating friction. So if I start squeezing this way, I'm gonna bring some vinyl with it, no matter what, and then I'm gonna end up with more vinyl in this area than on this area. So when you're squeezing this, you're squeezing away from the channel, like this. So typically, this channel with other products tend to collapse when you apply heat to it. So I'm gonna just apply bottom top. And I'm gonna pre-warm this. You can see completely perfect. This one is because I start wrapping here, so completely perfect reading right now. So I'm gonna show you, and this is as a bonus right now. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna find a very fine tool that you guys might need, and is this one right here. Just make a tool. This is a beauty blender. So this channel right here, this rivet right here, I think is, let's see if you can catch it. Oh, what a good camera. So this right here, it did not came out as expected. So what I'm gonna do is you can just to pop this, I'm gonna poke a hole right here. Do not use the knife, use a pinch tool. And then you use a beauty blender just to release the, oh, that is that. Okay. So we got one more thing that Omni can do. Now, with your permission, I'm gonna replace this with a different substrate. I have this substrate right here. It is a brick wall. And let's move to walls. Now, can Omni be applied on a wall? Yes, it can be applied on a flat wall, on a texture wall, nothing crazy, like a moderate texture wall, like this one. So let's start with a flat wall. Now, can you install SLX Plus on a flat wall? Uh, yes, you can. Should you? No, you shouldn't. Why? Because of flight technology. Vehicles are high energy surfaces. Walls are low energy surfaces. So when you're doing walls, you need that extra tack level. You need a good bite from the beginning. So I'm gonna remove these 2 inches of liner right here, like you normally would. This is SLX Plus. So when you're doing a flat wall, some people like to use this method just to anchor the panel on the wall. Now, the problem with SLX Plus, if you do that, remember only 25% of the adhesive is touching the wall. And then you got some texture on the wall. So pretty much it's about 10% what is touching the wall right now. So if I pull it, it just come out, right? So again, easily. So that's why you shouldn't use FLX Plus. If you put it on and if you take the time to post-it the whole thing, yes, you might be able to be successful with this, but you shouldn't. Now, let's try to do the same with Omni. Again, like 2 inches stripe right here. And then I'm gonna apply a squeeze pressure and I pull it, it take more. Of course, it's a pull hard, it's gonna come off. So definitely it's here. So that way, I should be able to remove this without issues. If I do that with SLX Plus, the whole panel will come off. Okay. So after you're done with this, you just apply a squeeze pressure, regular pressure. And then you remove this. Now you also can use this nice tool right here. It's called bead collector. So you can speed up your applications. So now let's try to remove it. You still can do that. The paint is just fine. Now we can do vehicles, we can do rivets, we can do walls. What about texture walls? So let's try with this wall right here. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see the performance of this product right here. So I have one more right here. Again, we remove the liner. It feels a little bit tight, which is perfect for this application. And we proceed to do just the normal application. We set it up. We secure the edges, cold, without any heat. And then we start applying this. So when you're doing walls like this, and the reason I'm saying this is because many people ask me, what temperature am I using? And honestly, my answer to that is, it is just a visual sign, you know? I just control it by distance and speed. Okay, so I want you guys to see what it looks like right now. So it looks perfect right now. Of course, with Omni, you won't get like the paint-like finish. You should use something like our V9500, which is a PU film. It was designed for this specific application. But look how well this product can achieve this application, right? It is completely removable, of course. It is a 10 years film. It is cast, and you can match it. You can pair it with any of our laminations, 1.3 mil, 2 mil, and even our PU laminates. Okay? Any questions so far?
Doesn't look like we have anything coming through the chat, Mervin, so looks like you've been doing a good job.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
thank you so much for that. I
Hmm.
love how the rivets look on there. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And using a makeup tool.
yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. This is just a regular makeup tool that you can find on Amazon. So you can get like 10 of these for $1. So this is very helpful. I like to use it. Also use it on brick walls. You know, when you're doing walls like this, I like to secure corners and critical points like this edge right here. I use it, and you can get a very accurate application with this tool.
We do
Is
have
the
one question. Any concerns with the adhesive being gummy when printing with EcoSol inks, especially in hot weather?
Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about outgassing. So yes, I gotta admit that this is a late example. Of course, when you let a film outgas properly, you should get kind of the similar tag level that you will get with latex. So, and I know this, I know the printing manufacturing companies, they tell you, yes, 6 hours is enough, right? But that's the best case scenario, which is you are doing a light blue graphic in December in Canada. That's the best case scenario, but that's not real life. So in real life, you should give at least 24 hours to the vinyl for the vinyl to weed out. I'm sorry, to outgas. Sometimes it's longer than that. So what we can do is, and we can share this with you guys. With that, we have a very good video explaining how to do it. But essentially, it's not just about time. It's about how you do it, how you place the lamination. Also, it's very important to use the right print profile. When you use generic print profiles, they tend to put, I mean, ink companies, they tend to put more ink just to cover for any printing errors. So ideally, you want to use the right print profile for the right product or the right face stock. And we provide that. So if you go to our website, arlon.com, and you go to a section called ICC profiles, download any print profile for any printer. If you don't find your print profile there, you can reach out to us and we take care of that, and we will recommend the best option for your printer. But typically, we do have it all. Is
Oh,
the price comparable to SLX Plus?
yes, I believe so.
So that question is for my partner right here next to me, Mike Binder. So is the price of Omni comparable to SLX Plus? It's the same price. It is same price. Any
Actually,
other question?
I think you did a great job today. Really appreciate that. And especially like the examples that you used. The rivets are so common that I hear, and also anything applying to exteriors too. So I
hmm
really appreciate that demo, and I think others did too. And if we have any other questions, you guys can reach out. Oh, what about matte finish walls? That's
So you get what do you mean? I mean, the paint? You're talking about the paint or the lamination? I mean, the finish of the film or the finish of the wall?
the
the
paint.
The paint.
paint.
Okay. So it's not about the finish of the wall. It's more about, are you dealing with a low VOC paint? Are you dealing with a latex paint? Now, these days, you always gonna need to test the wall before that. And the reason to that is we used to have like a long list of paints that our products are compatible with, but then we realized that paint companies, they change the formulation every 2 or 3 months. So it's very difficult to keep up with them. So what I would recommend is always test a wall. If you need a sample wall, uh, uh, to test the wall, because ideally, I mean, we can send you this sample right here, but this is a latex samples with our own settings. Ideally, you want to test it out with your own printer, with your own ink system. So if you are in that situation and you want to test it out, and you should, please reach out to us, or in this case, reach out to Glantz, and then we'll send you a sample roll so you can print it out and test it before that. Now, what you can do, of course, make sure that the paint is fully cured when you're doing that. If in some case, if for some reason you gotta repaint the wall, you can apply just primer, and you can let it cure for 3 weeks, and that should be enough to hold the vinyl, right?
hmm hmm
Best laminate to match this. Who said that?
It's
Is
been,
30.
yeah, 3170.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
It's all up to preference too, because all the different laminates that we do have, depending on, the 3170 is a good cost-effective 1.3 mil gloss and also matte laminate if you want that. And then if you do want a 2 mil, a little bit thicker film, then you can use our 3220 with the different price point that carries as well. But it's all up to preference. But yes, 3170 is a great laminate to match with this, as is for SLX Plus.
Yes, and also it also depends on the ink system. We were just talking about solvent inks. So when you're dealing with solvent inks, you may want to use a 2 mil film lamination, like 3220, right? So you get more body, and also you get a more stable film. It's just about preference. How about the polyurethane laminates? Yes, you can use our 3370 with Omni. Um, and depending what you're doing, right? If you're doing vehicles, I would recommend using the gloss version. If you're doing walls with it, I would recommend using the satin version of 3370. Yeah, you can match it with any of our cast laminations. So this is a very versatile product. So if you don't want to stock many different products, you can stock just this one right here. You should be able to do it all with it. Ideally, if you ask me, if I was a shop owner, I will carry always 4600 GLX and Omni, and I will be able to do like 90% of all the applications with these two products. I like this group. They're asking good questions. Yeah. Any other question, guys? Well, by the way, now in the meantime, let's talk about what we're seeing right now. So this right here is like, this is my studio. I'm in Texas right now. So just to let you know, if you go to rapidwrite.com, you can put that in the chat, Mike or Evan. You will
Yes.
get these virtual calls every Monday and Friday. If you have questions, like these good questions that we're having right now, and you want to talk to someone from Arlon, you can go to that website, you can book time with the tech, and we're gonna be here. And like I show you, we have different substrate. We have doors, we have
Mm-hmm.
bands, we have rivet panels, we have corrugated rivet panels. We have it all. So if
Mm-hmm.
you have like uh, a challenge application coming in, and you don't know how to approach it, you don't know what product to use, you can definitely
Mm-hmm.
book some time with us,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and we'll be here on the other side, and we can talk about it, and we'll find a solution to it.
Perfect. And then what Mervin was mentioning there, that's our book a time with a tech on rapidwrite.com. So I'll go ahead and put this link into the website, into the chat here. And then if you see here, it says book one-on-one session. You click there. And then this goes to this calendar. And on Mondays and Fridays, Mervin and his team, they have office hours and you guys can choose. And you'll get sent an automatic Zoom link. And you can put in your information here to receive the Zoom. And then you can ask, what do you want to address in this session? So if you want to do further testing on these substrates and you want to see Mervin and his team do application testing on this, you can do that live via Zoom with up to 10 guests. So if you have any installers, the owner of your company, or anything like that, if you guys want to have those one-on-one sessions, we always have those available. It's completely free for you guys. And it's another one of those things that we're very happy to offer for everybody. So please feel free to take advantage of that. And of course, if you do want samples or any follow-ups regarding this product, anything that we have covered in this session, just let us know. And then our team can help get you guys situated with whether it's a sample roll or printed samples that we carry already for your guys' needs there.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you
If
very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you guys. I mean, we got a lot of people this webinar, so
Mhm.
we are very grateful. We really appreciate everybody's time. So uh, let's see if we have more questions. In the meantime, Evan, can you pull up our
Hmm.
website so they can see where to
Sure.
find our print profiles?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get that going over here. Share, share, share. So we go arlon.com. Let me get this loaded up here. And then you want to go to the ICC profiles, right?
Correct.
So go to support, and then under support, there's ICC profiles right here. And then you can pull up the correct profile for any of the films that we do have. If my internet wants to load. There we go. Perfect.
There
And you
you
can
go.
search all of our profiles there.
So also, if you go to rapidwrite.com, you should be able to see all our training classes, any workshop coming in, any master wrap coming in, any
Hmm.
certification coming in. So
Hmm.
if you guys need any type of training or from different levels, from beginners to skill guys, we have it. We can give you a hand with it. So please reach out. We also have a lot of content in YouTube. Um, Go to Master Wrap go to Rapid Write on YouTube, and you will find a long list of videos with different techniques and different applications.
Hmm.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Appreciate your time
problem.
today. And we'll send out the recording to people that missed it. So, or
Perfect.
if you want to watch it again. So,
And if there's any other questions that pop up after this, Peggy, just let us know and then we can reach out and
okay.
follow up like that as well. Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
All right. Bye.